Hi guys, Rose here with the Cackling Moon. This is going to be a video all about candles and basically how to read your candles, okay? Let me just make sure to put myself offline. Sorry, sometimes my little my hotline thing goes on. Okay, anyway. We're going to talk about how to read your candles. So I've been putting up a lot of pictures on my Instagram channel about my protection candles. My solar eclipse candle was the one that got a lot of attention. And people will notice that I will make comments about the candle itself and the way that the glass looks and how do I know it's clean and my space is cleansed. So a lot of people wanted to know, what does that mean? Can you do a video on it? So this is what this is today. If you are curious to know how to read your 7-day candle, please keep watching. All right, so I have a beautiful list here of just kind of the the little tidbits to help remind me what each of them mean. I really only focus on maybe one or two of the symbols, but I will go ahead and go through everything. So bear with me. I will do my best to go back and edit everything on this video so that it'll pop up on the screen what exactly we're talking about. But have a pen and a piece of paper ready so that you can write down your notes. Okay, so I will go through this as slowly as I can so you guys can take notes and keep up. So let's talk about the main ones, which is what I discussed. What is a 7-day candle? So I have two of them here. 7-day candles are those long or the tall glass enclosed candles that you can find in the 99-cent store. You can find them at Walmart, Target. You can even find them in your metaphysical shops. They usually come in a single color, okay? Sometimes they have layers too. Sometimes they have religious, pictures on them. Sometimes they're clear. They're one color. They don't have any pictures on them. And then sometimes your own metaphysical shop will put their own little picture on it too. But it is basically a tall candle like this. You can leave it lit all day, every day. It'll usually last a couple days. Mine is usually about 3 days if I leave it lit the whole time, never blowing it out. But if you blow it out and then you relight it, it usually lasts about 7 days. Okay, so the one that I use, I always go to dollar store. So Dollar Tree or the 99-cent store sells them. If you get the ones with the religious pictures on them, you can always peel those off and then you'll have a nice blank candle. So that's what I do here. I got this guy over at the Dollar Tree, so $1 for him, and they come in blue, red. I like to get white because I'm usually doing protection or cleansing candles. And what I like to do is he's lit here, but if he goes out, that's okay. What I like to do is I like to use a black marker and I write on the candle itself my intention. So this one was a new moon and eclipse candle. It was for protection and release because eclipses are about release. But sometimes I will do a protection candle. Sometimes I will do an intention candle where I will literally write down what I am, what my intentions are. And basically, that is what a 7-day candle is. So those of you guys who are kind of confused about that, that's what it is. Now, this is where the notes are going to start taking place. Let's just go down the list. I'll just start from the beginning. Okay, so number 1, a weak flame. Weak flames mean slow results or blocks and obstacles, and negativity is around the situation. So you light a candle, and if you notice, like this, it happens with this one a lot. I don't like to use this candle much anymore because of that reason. But you will light the candle. Sometimes the wick is so short. The flame is super tiny, like it is close to going out. It's barely like putting any light out. That is a weak flame. So if you have a weak flame when you are setting an intention candle, it usually means it is a slow result. There's blocks or obstacles in that situation, or negativity is around it. So that's just something for you to keep an eye on. Next, we have a strong flame. Strong flames, obviously the flame is a lot larger. It's bright. It's just very obvious. It's a very healthy flame. Those are quick results and positivity is around the situation. Slow burning. So this candle again, this one was a bad one. I've had him for a while and you could see I've only really only lit like that much of him. Because the flame is so small, he doesn't burn as fast. These guys, this one, he was a very steady flame, and I've had this guy lit since the eclipse, which was on Monday. So today is Wednesday, so 2 days, and it's already burned all the way down. Basically, it's almost done. So that is a very healthy candle right there. So a slow burning candle means hard to manifest, and a possible reevaluation of what you are trying to manifest, what your intentions are. So if you are trying to set an intention for protection, or you're trying to do an abundance spell or something like that, it is going to be hard to manifest, and it is to reevaluate what you're doing. So obviously a fast burning candle is the manifestation is working, your intention is on point, everything's good to go. A flicker or a jumping flame, so when the flame flickers a little bit or it jumps, it is indecisiveness and doubt, presence of spirit. So when I lit candles, on the Dia de los Muertos, I lit 2 candles for my brother, and I kid you not, the candles were flickering. They were like sparks. It was really cool. It was hard not to miss. I believe I filmed a video of it. I don't know if it's on my Instagram. It might have just been on the live feed, but I filmed it, and you could just hear the crackling, and the flames were just kind of like sparking. So that is a sign that spirit is around you, especially if you are lighting the candle for a loved one who has passed. I'm hoping this isn't blurry. It looks kind of blurry to me. Maybe that's just how it is. But yeah, spirit is around, or indecisiveness and doubt. So when it flickers, it's maybe showing that you have, that energy of not really being sure of what you're doing, that kind of thing. If the flame twists or a spiral, it means false friends or deception. So that's kind of interesting to see. I don't know if you've ever lit a candle, but you notice if you lit the flame and it kind of like spirals in a little bit, that is an indication that there is, someone who is around you that you cannot trust, someone who's being a little two-faced, that kind of thing. If the flame goes out when you light it, if the flame goes out, it is a negative outcome. An intention should not be fulfilled. So it's just saying that the intention that you have for lighting that candle, do it over or don't do it at all. Or the outcome of that situation may not be in your favor. If the flame dies quickly, it is an abrupt change. So if you light the candle and then the flame automatically goes out real quick, it's kind of like the same thing. It's going to have maybe a negative outcome, but it could also indicate change. So it could be for a good thing too. It's all in how you read it, and all in how your intention feels, and all in how your intuition tells you. Cracking, hissing, or a sizzling flame is the request is hard to fulfill. Someone may be talking about you behind your back. So if you are lighting a candle, like this one was a protection one, if I lit this and this flame started to hiss or sizzle, it's kind of an indication that someone is talking about me, and the need for the protection candle is on point. A steady candle. So let's say you have the candle burning and it's burning beautifully. It's nothing's going on with it. Nothing's funky. The flame is healthy. It means that your intention will stay the same, and it's also just shows that there's nothing wrong with the situation. So sometimes we will light candles with certain intentions when actually there's really nothing that needs to be changed. So if you notice that your candle is burning at a steady pace, the situation will stay the same, that there's nothing wrong. Clean glass. So this one is an example of that. As you can see, the glass is very clear and clean. So clean glass means that the intention is in your favor. So this intention was for protection and a cleanse and to release. So that was in my favor. It just tells me, the clean glass tells me that the situation that I was setting the intention about, or my room, my space, is clear. There's no negative energies. Now, if you have black soot on your candle, this one is more cloudy. If you could see the rim of it, it's more cloudy. I don't have a candle that has black soot, but black soot is just the glass starts to turn black, literally. Sometimes it's really dark, sometimes it's more gray, but if you have black soot on the candle, it just shows that there is negative energy present, and that also, if it is a intention to clear it, that it is working. So black soot on the candle indicates negative energies are present. Now, if your candle goes completely black, that is a definite sign that there is something around, and it's going to require something stronger to get rid of it. If you have just a little bit of black soot around the rim, you know, it's here and there, it looks like it's faded or whatnot, those can mean different things too. To me, I take that as a sign that it's there, but it's been cleansed. But if your candle, the whole thing goes completely black, that is a sign that there needs to be a deeper cleanse taking place. So the gray black soot at the top, which fades to clear. So let's say you have black soot around here, and then it's, you know, dark, and then it starts to fade, you know, and go lighter. That means there's hidden troubles, and there's resistance in your present. So it shows that maybe there are some hidden negative energies around you. There's some hidden, you know, false thoughts. There's just some negative thinkings revolving around you, that kind of thing. Yeah, the entire black soot candle, like I was saying earlier, if the whole thing turns black, it is a deep cleanse is needed. Negative energy is directed at you. So it could also indicate somebody is putting on, you know, false, negative, just negative thoughts, negative energies towards you. They're putting all that into you. I don't believe in curses, so I don't acknowledge them. But if you do believe in that kind of thing, then that can also indicate someone is just putting some bad stuff on you. So definitely, if you experience that it is a necessary act to go forward and cleanse yourself. Okay, so let's talk about the wick. Oh, I'm sorry. Here we go. Wax on the glass. So this one has a little bit of wax right here. You could see it. You could kind of has a little bit of wax right here. You could see it. You could kind of see it right there in the glow, in the glare. So wax on the glass, it could be as light as this, or I've had a candle where it was literally like a layer of wax that was still on the glass, even though it burned down. So wax on the glass is there's still issues that need to be straightened out. And then maybe repeat candle work is needed, and also emotional blocks. So sometimes you could think of the wax on your glass as symbolizing like your walls are still up. But it can also indicate, what did I put here? Repeat candle work needed. So let's say you were setting an abundance intention for your candle and you have a lot of wax on the glass. I would say do another one. And usually, like when I do mine, it's usually on the new or full moon because of the energies. They're enhanced. So I would say like wait till the next one and then do it all over again. But it's preference. There's really no right or wrong way to do it. I think it's just what you feel drawn to do. Okay, so the wick. The wick is that little, the little stick that you light for your candle. If you've ever noticed that there's like a big knot at the tip of it, like it's just like a ball of the chard, you know, it's burnt. If you have a thick ball of soot on your wick, it is emotional baggage. So that was really interesting. I didn't know that one. And that was pretty interesting because this one, and you can't see it, the one that's lit, you can't see it, but he actually has a large ball. And that makes sense because the eclipse brought on a lot of that energy, the energies of your shadow self coming out, the energies of release, forgiveness. And then also the eclipse was just like overdrive of like emotions. So I do feel like that's definitely indicates there my emotional baggage is there, but that was important, so I thought that I would add that. Okay, so let's talk about the smoke. White smoke is your desire is granted, but there will be some struggle. Okay, issues that may need attention. So white smoke is saying, yes, you will get your wish, you will get what your intentions are, you will get it, but there's going to be a little bit of struggle there. Black smoke is obstacles are in the way and removing negativity. So it means that your candle is working. It's not a bad thing. It just shows that your candle is actually working towards getting rid of these negative energies. And then obstacles are in the way of what your intention is. No smoke is you're all in the clear. And a lot of smoke is there's hidden trouble, okay? Hidden trouble around you. Now, you could tell the smoke by when you blow the candle out. Pay attention to the smoke. Also, when you first light the wick, when you first light the candle, sometimes you'll notice like the flame. Pay attention to the flame. Pay attention to the smoke as it rises when you first light it. I've had candles that I lit where, yes, you'll see puffs of black smoke. I've also had candles that I lit and there was nothing taking place, no smoke or nothing. I've had candles where I'll blow them out and there's no crazy smoke and it doesn't set off the smoke alarms. And then I've had other candles that I blow out where it's like they're endlessly putting out smoke, and it's like I literally will tap the wick myself just to make it go out because it's too much smoke and I don't want to set off the fire alarm. So pay attention to that. So no smoke, you're all in the clear. Lots of smoke is hidden trouble. So hidden stuff, obstacles. It's kind of like a lot of the same thing. It's kind of repetitive. But that is basically how you could read your candle. If you have any questions, let me know. Leave some comments below. I hope you were able to take notes. Go back on this video to see if you can. And yeah, have fun with your candles, you guys. I'll see you later.